dance.
The first to Booker for the long range.
Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Welcome, everybody, to the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. I am your host, Gavin, and we are joined, as always, by one of our favourite
Here he is.
co-hosts, and one who just decided to go all Invisible Man on us. But we are joined, as always. Hey, with the full crew's back. We barely done any of these recently. We apologise to our one fan out there for being a bit slack on this, but we're all dialed back in. We're ready for the season. The season's kicked off. We're going to be going back to weekly now as much as we possibly can. But Nate, how are you doing over there in sunny Singapore?
Well, I'm back. I'm back here from Oz, and thank you for the spray about not being on episode 1. It was I like to think that Boyd didn't know he was live, but we all know he did. He knew exactly what he was saying. But it's good to be back. It's good to have basketball back. It's good to be doing this again, and we'll be regular now, right?
Every Sunday, as per what we've done in the past, I hope. Yes. Yeah, the trips have stopped. So hopefully back to normal. And, of course, where would we be on the Aussie Suns Fans podcast without everyone's favourite piece of shit, Boyd? How are you, my friend?
Oh, I don't know, mate. I'm fucking going good. I'm glad I don't have to do so much of the heavy lifting this week now that we have our studly fucking jet setter over here. We got him back. Nate, he's been fucking slack as all shit lately. But it's nice to have him back. It's a nice, refreshing change. But Gav, we've had some.
You can't hang shit on him for being slack when we've been slack too.
But we're just coming off of an off season. This cunt's fucking ready to go. He's fucking. This is go time, and he's fucking fallen over the first week. We've had some really good synergy, Gav. I don't know. Is he going to make the cut? Is he built for it?
Well, we're gonna find out, because we're gonna have to sit here and see what he delivers today, because our back and forths have been really, really quite good. So, Nate, you better add some value, mate. Otherwise,
me from the roster, see who ends up on the show.
Yeah, we might send you to Sun's Planet or something like that. If you're checking us out on YouTube, do us a solid hit like, hit subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Leave a comment. Usually the only person that comments is Boyd under his 7 different accounts on YouTube. So if others can go in there and comment as well, it just means that other people out there in the YouTube world will be able to find our content as well.
Give me someone to talk to.
And it gives Boyd someone to talk to. He loves talking to people. So, lads, we're back. Basketball's back. How exciting. Everyone's pumped, I guess, and up and about after the first week of Phoenix Suns basketball.
Yeah.
Still better than last season, man.
At least as Australians, we can pick one platform to watch all the NBA games on. Not like these unlucky fucking Americans with the new broadcast deal.
Yeah, well, that's we can kind of try to choose, but I suppose it depends on what you actually want to spend on League Pass and all that sort of stuff. And I'm sure Boyd's just watching on Sportsbet because it's free. He certainly wouldn't have League Pass.
Hey, get this. I got League Pass without buying the game. Just bought fucking League Pass. So I usually, each Father's Day, I usually get 2K, the game. And this time I just fucking, because it's not with it this year, it's not a piece of 2K game. I had to make a choice, and I went, fuck it. Fuck you, 2K. I've mastered you.
I'm actually half happy they cut it. You're still shocked that Boyd paid for something.
Yeah, I'm really shocked.
One of his kids didn't eat that week.
I got me missus to pay for it. Hey.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Nate. I'm with you. I'm glad they actually cut it from the game because it's forced me to buy the game every year, and I play it like 3 times, and that's about it. So I think last year I think I played it once.
Well, I bought the game and I'm right into it, but just having to go and buy League Pass for myself, I actually bought the premium one this year to see the difference, and it is chalk and cheese from the free version you got with the game. It really is.
Oh, really?
Mm.
It's I'm back on premium, but I don't really notice the difference. I just watch the games. I don't go into that much detail, to be brutally honest. But we're 1 week through the Phoenix Suns season, and it all kicked off and made us all feel happy and full of joy. And we were back, and everyone was up and about. The Aussie Suns Fans chat was going off its rocker. We saw the splash emoji coming back from Ash. It was very exciting with a 120-116 win over the Sacramento Kings. Book had 31 points. Mark Williams led us with rebounds with 11, and Grayson Allen led us on the assist tally with 7. How did you guys see that game? Let's go with you, mate.
I think every Suns fan was holding their head in their laps at the end of halftime from what we saw. But for anyone that wanted to go back and watch, tune in at 6:51, I believe, left in the third. There was a book scored and Sack called the timeout. And it was from that point onwards, you could literally see the Suns shift gears and everything change. The intensity on defense and offense changed. Everyone was playing together as a team, and things looked like what we wanted to see. But again, unfortunately, we're watching it from a comeback situation. When we get into the other games, we'll talk about that as well, which we didn't vibe so lucky in. But look, it was impressive to see everyone rally together and actually show what the team can be, I guess, even if it was only for almost a half.
Boyd.
Where did Nate go? He's disappeared.
Whoa.
Thanks, Gav.
You right, mate?
Yeah, sorry about that, Nate. Yeah.
Yeah, look, it was everything we ever dreamed of, I suppose, in that second half. The first half was, I don't know, like if you're wearing your rose-coloured Suns glasses, I mean, you just say, oh no, we're just sort of gelling, just getting used to each other, completely new team, new identity, all that sort of shit. Let's see how the second half goes, and then we go and hang on a second, 1 second, fuck.
All right, well, shall we talk about the game, Gav?
That was great. Yeah, look, it was good to finally kick off another season, and I think what you said was spot on, Nate. It was. I think we saw flashes of what we can see out of this team this season. They didn't stop fighting. They stayed engaged in the game. Obviously fought back from a 17-point deficit at halftime, and played really good basketball in the second half, which was, I mean, let's be honest, it's exciting when it's the first game of the year, and they probably filled us with a lot of excitement for the season ahead. But then we rolled into what was the next 2 games. But Boyd, are you
that game too? Because he's running off again. That game too. If we look at it, take out Nick Richards 4 minutes. They ran a 9-player rotation, and we finished with 4 players in the double figures. So Book, Brooks, Grayson Allen, and Royce, all finishing in double figures in the scoring. So it was definitely a well-shaped performance from a team.
Yeah, Boyd.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hey, well, yeah, look, fuck, we won. It was great. Where did I get cut off before? And what question did I just miss out on from you, Gav? I heard you saying something as I came back in.
No, I just started to run with what my thoughts on the game were.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Now we're waiting for your thoughts.
Yeah. So basically, it was what we all hoped and dreamed of in that second half. But it was just knowing what we know after the last couple of games. It's not as sweet as it was back then, of course. But look, I enjoyed the effort, the hustle, and I still feel that we're going to get it together a lot more on the offensive end, which is where we've been lacking. That gel on the offense. We're just a one-trick pony, it feels like now. And obviously, yeah. Look, I think it was the first game as well. Really wanted. Everyone's been excited about Book putting his stamp on this season and this Suns team in particular. It's perfectly built for him to, be a high pressure defensive team and not put him in a position where he's got to dig the team out so much, of such deep holes. But yeah, he needs something around him, and he's not fucking asserting himself. So hopefully that changes in the near future.
Yeah, it's do we want to talk about Book now, or go through the other two games?
Yeah,
first?
Get
go through the twos, but it's worth noting too, because we're probably going to talk about this in the next couple of games as well, that shooting percentage could be a lot better. And Dylan Brooks doesn't help that on your team because he's happy to take any shot that's when the ball's handed to him. But the threes for that game, we were 10 of 34 in a win. So that's 29% from three. That's not going to get it done against most of the West contenders.
The team's just not that talented offensively. They're just not fucking that talented.
We're not a good shooting team. It's as simple as that. It's not a good shooting team. We've had loads of opportunities in these three games to put score on the board, wide open 3-point shots, and we're missing them. This team is just not a good shooting team.
Yeah.
So the second game was obviously against the Clippers at the Intuit Dome. 102-129 loss. Dylan Brooks led the points, 21. Oso and Mark Williams had 6 rebounds each to lead, and Book had 7 assists. And I'm going to just run through Denver today. Obviously, was another pretty hefty loss. Book with 31. Ryan Dunn, 7 rebounds. Book, 7 assists. What are the thoughts, Boyd, of those two games? What stands out to you as where this team needs to improve going forward?
It's there's a lack of decisiveness offensively, I think, and we need more from our glue guys. I think we need a little bit more talk on defense. Like you can see that the energy's there. I think the hustle's there. But when you miss one read or you're late on one switch, just a slight communication thing, and it's going to happen with a new team. It busts the whole play open. But all the 1%ers up until that point, I think, are good. So I think when they get a chance to gel a lot more, it will be a lot better. But one positionally, Oso starting at the center, which is look, I love Oso, love me some Oso, but he's not giving us the rebounding that we need. He's brilliant defensively, IQ wise, brilliant. He's great. He's he creates for others. He's always energetic. But I just feel we were told in that first game that that was going to be game dependent. So it's going to be matched basically. So I thought that in that game against Zubac, a big powerful guy, I thought maybe it was going to be a Nick Richards. We know Command's not ready yet, but I just thought that we were going to run with that and it was going to be matchup based. But it just seems like also is just getting to run it until Mark Williams is in a position where he can he's got full confidence in his lower body or his knee or whatever it is. So I thought that was a little bit strange, not as it was sort of played out to be. But yeah, look again, Bradley Beal, man, fucking. I didn't know how I was going to feel coming back up against Bradley Beal. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because I was always big on Bradley Beal. Like, it's not his fault he's paid that much. Rah. But now that he's over there on a fucking BAE or a fucking that mid-level exception, whatever it is, at $5.5 million, and he's still playing mediocre, I'm good. I got a lot of joy out of it. I get a lot of joy out of other guys failing and shit like that. And he didn't set the world on fire, so I was kind of happy about his performance over there. I was unhappy that he got the win ultimately, but yeah, that was a fucking bad one. That was only 30 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was
27.
27 points. Nate, what were your thoughts on these two games? Where do we have to improve?
Well, I mean, the first thing to point out with both of them is it was a back-to-back. Granted, though, that I think the Coach Ott sat everyone with still 4 or 5 minutes to go against the Clippers. So they weren't they were rested towards the end of that game. Back-to-back, going into the altitude in Denver, Booker coming off a game where he was just absolutely locked up. I mean, that was the key thing to talk about from the Clippers matchup is they just went out of their way to shut Book down. And with another offensive weapon out there, we just looked lost. I mean, you can't rely on Dylan Brooks to be your number 2 option, and that's clearly he is at the moment. I think while Book got completely shut down, he was held to 5 to 10 field goals for the game against the Clips. Brooks and Gillespie, and I think Colin Gillespie is worth a mention. They really stepped up sort of as a tandem in that game. Look, at least Aaron Gordon didn't hit 50 on us, and they didn't obviously get the scouting report or watch the replay of the Clippers game because they didn't shut Book down in the Nuggets game. They allowed him to get his points and have a game. So I think our biggest takeaway or thing to think about it moving forward is if the rest of the teams in the NBA take on board what the Clippers did and just double team, triple team, or just completely shut down Book, we're in some trouble, especially until we see what Jalen Green's good for. If Jalen Green can come back in and be that, optimal second scorer with a lot more efficiency than Brooks and probably a lot more efficiency than we're used to seeing from Jalen Green when he was in Houston, it might look a little bit different. But while he's still on the bench, I'm a little worried that the defense of other teams is just going to be able to figure us out too easily.
So my question, Boyd, you sort of brought it up before. Oso starting, you're clearly sort of against that. Is what we're doing with Nick Richards right now destroying his trade value? Because I think at the deadline, Nick Richards is a core piece that we can trade. Is this destroying the value of Nick Richards?
I think Nick's been fine. I think he's. I don't think he's done anything for his trade value. When you think about his trade value was fucking nothing because we tried to trade the cunt and we couldn't get anything for him. So I think, but I don't think he's played bad. What makes you say he's played bad?
What games have you watched?
No, but what's he done wrong?
He's done probably. Well, he's passed the ball out of bounds a couple of times, and
when Colin was supposed to be in the corner,
oh my God,
drilled into them cunts.
It was so bad. It was. Come on, man.
Hey, we've been through this. All the stars, they're on about people getting to the spots during plays, and they're like, "Why are you fucking here and there?" KD can do it to anyone. Book can fucking.
He's got eyes.
Hey, but
surely you can see there's no fucking person standing there.
Well, obviously not, mate. They're obviously like, we will be in the corner to get it out there as quick as possible. Anyway, don't worry about that fucking one play. He's been good.
What's he done well?
He's finished around the rim.
Has he?
He's been efficient, and he's been a great rim defender.
A great defender.
He's not a great
fucking
defender.
Smoked.
Great's definitely a stretch.
As soon as he steps out, he does. But he's been putting pressure on the big guys in the middle.
I sit somewhere in the middle of you two on this one because his body did look like we needed it out there against Jokic, even though he fouled pretty early today. The center rotation between all 3 games has been, there's no consistency. we've had different rotation, different minutes balance for all 3 games for our centre positions. So there's a defence there that the centres might be confused about, where they're stepping in, what they need to deliver, who's got what role. I think they need to sort out rotation and get some solid minutes, solid transition between who's in what position on the bench. And then maybe we're not having this conversation about where Nick Richard fits in or how well he plays with the role he's taken.
We shouldn't be making it about that. What we've got here, and this season is going to be a big one for Devin Booker. And I touched on it earlier, and it was a little bit better today. But this guy is fucking. He's got the highest efficiency this season out of all players. And you've said it a few times, Gav, about the whole Dylan Brooks thing, getting fucking far too many shots. Devin Booker is allowing it. And
no,
there
he's
is
not.
certain...
No, I disagree with that. Yes, the ball gets into Brooks' hands, and then what he does, Brooks gets the ball with 7 seconds left on the shot clock, dribbles around like a fucking moron, then tries a step back 3. When you get the ball in your hands, get the ball back to Book. Book's not allowing it. Brooks is, so far, Dylan Brooks has been a black hole. He's been a black hole. He's deferring early in the shot clock. I absolutely agree.
Even
there
on
is
the
shots
second
he
phase,
should be taking.
Book gets it back in the second phase, and then he takes it up, and instead of taking contact in the teeth of the defense, he's looking to fucking pass out. And even when he is getting fouled, he's going to the fucking sideline because it was on a fucking pass instead of going to the fucking rim. Now,
Book needs to be more aggressive, but Dylan Brooks should not be taking end of fucking shot clock shots.
He's taking shots he knows he can fucking hit. And it's very KD-esque. And I don't fucking like it. I think it's a bit of a hangover, maybe a flow-on effect. KD being the best offensive player in the world on any team trying to make a fucking run in a title should be taking 20 shots every single fucking game. And he seldomly reaches 20. He's fucking down around the low to mid-teens every single game because he gets it when he wants it.
This is the other problem that Book has right now without Jalen Green on the floor.
I can't read very well. Hang on. I don't know about you guys, but it feels like every single time Book has the ball in his hands, they send a double team to shut him down. Hey, guess what? It's been happening since fucking year 2. The cunt's been getting double teamed, and he should be fucking good at it. The problem is that he's often got the ball out to someone in a good position to score, and they're hesitating a little bit. The only person that isn't fucking hesitating is Dylan Brooks, and we need him in some way, shape, or form. As soon as Green gets back, it'll be a lot.
It'll be different. I've got and that's my next point is it'll when Jalen Green's on this lineup, it's going to be a lot different. Right, yeah. Offensively, he's an explosive type player that is going to change the way our offense is structured. It's going to be faster. And he is going to take different types of shots than what Dylan Brooks is taking right now. The problem is that Dylan Brooks sees himself as the second guy on the team, therefore he's taken 20, 22 shots. I don't think he is. I think Grayson Allen's the second guy on this team.
Yeah, but Grayson's got no fucking he can't get his own shot, Grayson.
He doesn't need to with the way
Dylan Brooks can get his own shot. He's the only other guy on the team that can go out there from anywhere on the court and get his shot. And
yeah, but the shots are fucking shit.
Hey,
there's actually a lot of times Dylan Brooks and Grayson Allen, they've been playing out there together, they've been playing on the same wing, and you're just thinking one more pass, give Grayson a couple more of these shots and let him get going. But he didn't. I was keeping track of the field goal percentage in the first 2 games for Brooks, and you were talking around 22 shots a game, Gav. Against Sac, he put up 24 shots, hit 9 of them for 37%. And against the Clippers, he put up 17, hit 7 to get 41%. He's not dropping down. He's the only player out there that is not scared to just the minute catch, he will shoot. And the one thing you can give him credit for, at least he's not hesitating. Like some of our other players out, they get the ball and you can see that extra second they take to think about whether or not they should shoot. And then we yell at them for not taking it. Well, we're never going to be yelling at this guy for not taking a shot, are we?
Oh, man.
I did yell at Book a couple of times today about not shooting on a drive.
Book's averaging nearly 5 turnovers a game. How many did he have today?
Need a season with KD. Layoff.
He had 8. He had 8 today. He had 8
so
today.
he's over 5. He's over fucking 5 because he was averaging 4.5 in the first 2 games. If he gets 8, he's probably up 5.5, 6. He's nearly turning the ball over as much as him and KD combined last season. He's not. Get him out of the fucking point guard role. I don't give a fuck what Green is as a fucking point guard. If that cunt's going to be doing that all season, we're fucked. And then pass it to cunts who are indecisive and don't shoot the ball a third as good as he does. Fucking back at the number 2, motherfucker. You get in that. You get in your spots and you fucking shoot when you get the ball given to you. Not fucking turn the cunt over 8 times a game. You fuck off with that shit.
And welcome back to the Aussie Suns fans.
What we need, what I do want to see a little bit more, Boyd, is something that both you and I were pretty excited about in the preseason, and it's going to be when he is probably on the court a little bit more. But I really want to start to see that Book and Mark Williams pick and roll.
Oh, yeah, we're not.
And I don't think we've seen it yet.
I thought it was just the fucking summer league, and then I thought it was just, the preseason. We don't seem to be really focusing much of our attack around, a 2-man game with the center. It's just not fucking happening. I just feel like now we've got Mayuach and fucking coming along, and we've got Mark Williams coming along. And how are we going to fucking feed that element of the game? And it doesn't seem to fucking be there. Like I'm a little bit worried about that. I really need Green to come back now.
Yeah, and look, I think we do need Jalen Green on the floor, but it's the plays that we run, right? Whether Jalen Green's back or not, the NBA's set up to run plays, and we saw Denver do it really, really well today, where our plays are specifically designed for Book, Dylan Brooks, and Grayson Allen, rather than pick and roll type plays. We're not utilizing the center work at all at the moment on offense, and we need to.
That comes back to my point. Yeah, there was no consistent rotation for the center position. We don't know what 5 are going to play what minutes every night yet. Even with Jalen Green out, there should be some level of consistency to start the season with that rotation.
There should be plenty of putback opportunities because we're missing enough fucking shots. I've got the numbers up here in front of me, and we're offensively we're so much worse than last season. On just about every.
And the other concern for me is visually, it looks like defensively we hustle more, but our opposing team so far is shooting up near 60% on offense.
Yeah,
that's fucking horrible.
Because when you our turnovers per game, so this is all sample size shit, right? But you look at our this year to last year turnovers per game. So last year 14.1, this year 18. There, and a lot of them are coming from old D Book, and they're fucking they're just fucking getting it in fast break straight away, easy buckets. How many?
So you want to trade him? Is that where we're going with this? Or?
No.
Boyd's he's just kneecapping fucking Devin Booker today.
He's fucking got his period, doesn't he? Jeez.
We went in today's game. We were down by 17 at half. We blew out to 20 in the third. And then midway through that third quarter, Devin Booker looked like Armani mode Booker. And he got into the teeth of the defense and he started getting to the foul line. And he looked like he was going to take a shot. And looked like he had something in him. And the entire fucking offense just worked. And it looked fucking beautiful. And then we pegged that down to like 9 points or something. And then all of a sudden, I think it was like the very next play, and I just wrote something in our chat about it. Oh, this is fucking great. And the very next play, he's going and he gets fouled and it ended up being on a pass because he was up, about to take his little fucking midi right at the top of the key. And he just fucking he turned it into a pass, mate. And again, it's just like, it's time to get everyone else a go right now. Everyone else is missing fucking open layups and fucking threes. Just fucking take it yourself, Book. Take it
That's
yourself.
30 minutes pulling 3 games apart. I think we've pretty much whinged and said all we can there. What else have you got for us, Gav?
we should be able to whinge much, much more. Okay, who was, out of those 3 games, who was your MVP this week, Boyd?
Ryan Dunn. Right from the fucking tip, multiple plays off of fucking, because we know he's flawed offensively, but the cunt, it's like he jumps up for his own rebound every single shot, even if the cunt goes in. He's up there, ready for the cunt not to hit, and he's there, and he's making good out of his own bad situations. He's fucking everywhere, man. Defensively, I think his timing's been really good. He's one of the guys that isn't getting caught out quite as much on the perimeter, but he's stuffing guys in the middle. Like today, what did he get, 2 or 3 blocks? He's just really active defensively, and I think he's gotten a lot better there, and he's just at the same level offensively as he was last year. So it's
he was our leading rebounder today. He went 9, 7, 2 and 2 on this,
and he's our undersized 4. This is fucking. You saw here's like Brook Lopez in that Clippers game. Like that guy's out there, right? And he's we're still undersized, and we're making efforts to stop him. But when you got some cunt out there like that, it looked like he had about 3 fucking meters of clear air, even with the fucking contest going up. It's just we're still undersized when we've got the guys that we've got out. So, bless our problems.
Nate, who was your MVP?
Look, I had Ryan Dunn down as a notable mention for game 1 and 3, but he did completely disappear in game 2. You're looking at MVP as who affects the wins, who gives you the most points. I mean, if you look at who scored the most on the consistent level, that it's Book for games 1 and 3. Brooks was probably the most consistent overall, not from a shooting percentage point of view, but what he's put out there each game was probably the most consistent. I think you have to give it to Book because it's week 1. Yeah, we're trying to read into a lot, but it's hard to be too critical in the first week when the team's still figuring out who it is. They haven't got their full list playing. They don't have their rotations set. It all looks a bit messy. So to call it an MVP, I'd struggle, but I'll give the vote to Book just because he's the captain and he showed up. He showed up every game, even if they did really shut him down in game 2. It was a system. It was the defense of the other team, not really his fault. So I'll give it to Book. But I did want to make that, like Boyd said, notable mention for Ryan Dunn getting a start and doing what he did in at least games 1 and 3.
You're on mute, buddy.
Suns Fever says it's shut your fucking head. Brooks for the first 2 games, GA tonight. Blaze Megatron says until someone else could score 30 on a bad night, it's Book, always Book. My MVP this week is actually Grayson Allen. I thought on both ends of the floor, Grayson contributed and consistently is back to where he was 2 years ago from a 3-point perspective. I think in the Clippers game, he probably missed a lot of open threes that he should have hit. But tonight he was fantastic, efficient again from 3-point land. The first game he was as well. I just thought Grayson Allen over the 3 games was
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Was fantastic. Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
In that Clippers game, though, our team still threw up 47 3-pointers.
Yeah, I know, and we shot them really fucking shit. Get
this for a stat. Last season, we're getting up 38 per game. This season, we're getting up 43.7. Last season, we shot 37.8%. This year, we're shooting 32.8%. That's after today's game. We've dropped like 5%, and we're throwing up fucking 5 or 6 more. Fuckheads.
Remember
look,
that when we did the predictions for the season predictions.
yeah, we're not a good shooting team. It was yeah, and look, we're gonna see this come up all night. Once Green comes back, it'll take a bit of attention away from Booker. Yes, it will. I think it'll completely change this team. Unfortunately, we don't have depth in this team. We need our best players on the floor, and until we have our best players on the floor, and that means Jalen Green, Devin Booker at the guards, Dylan Brooks, Ryan Dunn, and Mark Williams as a starting five. Until we have that, I think we're going to go through a little bit more pain. Unfortunately, two of the games this week are against a team that we probably should be beating, but hopefully Jalen Green's back before then.
Let's get some book some breathing room so we can ramp up another couple of turnovers per game and fucking dig further
Stop
into
kneecapping Book. Fucking hell, he just what you're right, Nate. He wants Book gone.
Yeah, he's a trade value. Come on, it's never going to be better.
Jesus,
I do not.
And I know Book watches the show because we're besties.
Yeah,
so
you got that photo together. Yeah, I know. Fuck.
besties.
Had that ready to go, didn't he? Fucking dick. Yeah, this is good quality viewing here. This is
besties.
This
Okay,
must be amazing.
So obviously the Suns. What we've decided this year on the Aussie Suns Fans podcast is that the Suns give away the Marley Hustle Player of the Year award. So we're going to each week award our own Marley Hustle Player of the Week. Actually, did we decide on who the MVP was? We all had three different, didn't we?
Yeah.
We know that I'm the host, so I get the deciding vote. So congratulations, Grace and Alan. You're our MVP this week.
This is not book.
Our Marley Hustle Player of the Week. I know you want to get rid of him so bad. Jesus
You
Christ!
keep putting them words in my mouth, can't?
You're like Nancy Kerrigan waiting around the corner with a fucking crowbar ready to kneecap. Who's your Marley Hustle Player of the Week, Nate?
Well, I would have thought when you told us we're going to start this segment this week, it would be unanimous. But based on what you just said about Grace and Allen, I think it might not be. For me, it's Dylan Brooks. You look at what the nature of the Marley Hustle Award is for, and I think taking all the focus off shooting percentage, I think Brooks embodied it this week. I do want to take that segment somewhere else and do a little tack onto that, but I'll wait till this part's finished and then I'll jump back in.
You don't want to do it
No,
now?
it'll take too long. Let's finish this up with who actually gets the Hustle Award for this week.
I'm loving Brooks. I'm loving Brooks in the sense that he's just a fucking asshole to cunts, just for the sake of being an asshole to a cunt. He's almost.
Are we seriously going to fall in love with the guy for being an asshole, but then fucking shooting and giving away the fucking ball as easy as he is with these shit shots?
Well, let's see how deep into the season we go. It's still early.
Now,
anyway, keep going. Who's your hustle player?
While it suits my narrative, Gav, yeah. But so what today? I would have had him just for his cuntiness up until today. But today he let fucking I think he missed the read and Aaron Gordon just ran around him and Book and just fucking done a massive dunk to really fuck us. Any sort of comeback we had fucking brewing or trying to brew. And then the very next play he did something similar and let someone else score right at the rim. And so that really fucking shitted him with me. So done. And it should have been done, it should have been done right from the get. The MVP for doing hustle stuff and energy stuff. And he should get the Hustle Award for sure. So yeah, done.
I'm with you, Boyd. I'm going with Ryan Dunn. The hustle on the offensive rebounds. Defensively, he's working really hard. Foul trouble today. I think we're going to see a lot of foul trouble from Ryan Dunn this year. but I've really enjoyed. He's probably played less minutes than I thought he would, particularly with his attack on the offensive board. I'm not sure what's happening there. So you're down with OTT. Yeah, you know me. Can you jump on the pod and explain why Ryan Dunn's playing less minutes than I feel like he should? But I'm going to throw Ryan Dunn this award this week.
Because we've got a whole bunch of undersized wings where we've got a glute of undersized wings that we have to play, and he just falls into that little middle section with all them guys who don't need minutes, but they get minutes, right? Because they're rotation guys in the NBA, and they can't just be benched. So he's I think he's just a victim of that more so. But he's been great. And his offensive rebound has been fucking beautiful, and he's finishing afterwards, man. Whew.
Well, I guess that's it then.
2-1. Ryan Dunn is the Marley Hustle Award winner for week 1 for the Aussie Suns fans. Nate, tell us.
I thought this was going to be unanimous Dylan Brooks, and I was just going to call it the Dylan Brooks Watch segment. And like the Blaze in the chat said, this is Brooks' award, and every week until someone else takes it from him. But I might jump in not every week, but every few weeks or every week that Dylan Brooks actually gets the award, and just call it the tech foul count. Because last year he finished this. Well, by March 4, he had 16 techs and served his first suspension, which obviously calmed him down because he finished the season with 19 techs, which was the second highest amount of techs for last season. It was just funny. I'll run through a quick list. Anthony Edwards with 20 was the highest tech player last season. Then second was Dylan Brooks, 19. Draymond Green in third with 18. Then tied for fourth was Jason Tatum and Trae Young, each with 16 techs. So all those 5 players served suspensions for techs last year. What's funny was I was looking at career. So far, Dylan Brooks has 85 techs over 8 seasons. You're just looking at where he finished second last year. Guess who's second all time? So
Devin Booker.
No, second all time for techs in their career.
Dennis Rodman.
No, he's much higher than Dennis Rodman.
Charles
Barkley.
Huh?
Oh.
The all-time tech fouls for a career is led by Karl Malone at 332. Second is Charles Barkley with 329. Then it's Rasheed Wallace with, I had it down there, it was like 270 or something. But fourth is Gary Payton with 250. And Dennis Rodman's actually fifth with 212. So let's just say Dylan Brooks with 85. He's off to a good start.
He is. And he's not even leading our tech count this year. It's Devin Booker.
Yeah, he hasn't actually got a single tech this year. Who's leading it?
No, Book has.
So far this season in the league, it's Derek Queen of the New Orleans Pelicans he's already got 3 techs.
Jeez, not bad. No one even knows your name, and you got 3 techs. Yep. Well played.
Great start to your career.
Seriously, dude. You're not going to make a career out of being an NBA player from techs. Book got one today, so that was our first one of the year, I think.
Well, hopefully it's the start of many more.
Absolutely. All right, gents. Next week, 3 games again. 3 games again next week.
Let's see how optimistic our good friend Fuckface is.
And for our US viewers, remember we will always only say the times and days of Australia, not of the US. So don't hit us up and go, hey, you got the game times wrong. The first game of the week is at Utah at 12 p.m. on Tuesday. Then we in Memphis at 1 p.m. Thursday.
No, it's home against Memphis.
Is it? Okay.
Utah's away, Memphis and Utah.
Utah's away, Memphis at home. Then we have Utah at home, which is our first NBA Cup game at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Boyd, what's our record going to be this week?
3-0, mate. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, he's back.
Mate,
I meant the optimism, not your children.
No, I'm being fucking invaded. I've got the kids trying to keep other kids out. It's fucking a shit fight here, man. But Yeah. So have we got Utah, Memphis, and Utah? Did you say?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Well, Utah fucking pants the fucking Clippers, didn't they?
They did.
Really?
Yeah,
Fuck
by
them
30.
up.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have any troubles with the Clippers, so yeah, we'll flog them. And then Memphis, they've got Cedric Coward fucking lighting up today. He's looking really fucking nice at the guard spot, so he'll have book on him. He'll give us a 50 ball, but we'll still win that game. And then yeah, the white flower power Utah again. We'll double down and beat them then as well. Yeah,
So 3-0 from you, Boyd.
3-0 from me.
That is the least confident 3-0 I've ever seen from you.
You just pulled what was it, the Nancy Kerrigan crowbar on books for the last 30 minutes, and now you're like, 3-0. Yeah.
yeah, but it was 3-0 like this.
Well,
like you know when you're having a conversation with someone and you know they're lying because they're going like this.
Well, here's the thing.
It's going to be 3-0. This is how it's going to be 3-0. He doesn't want to look us in the eye because he doesn't believe in his prediction.
I know that your mate's going to watch this and then he's going to come out the next 3 games and fucking play like a fucking superstar. Like he fucking should be right fucking now, mate. Not a fucking pussy. Fucking girl's dick. That's what he's doing.
Besties.
He's girl dicking it right up.
You stop talking about my bestie like that.
Oh yeah, you've fucked that night. Sure.
Seriously though, I look like somebody's fucking shot me in the face. Anyway, fucking hell. Nate, what's your prediction for the week?
Bottom line up front, I think we go 2-1, or at least at best hope, I think 2-1. I have no faith in where we are at the minute in rotation, as in how we're being defended and everything we spoke about. Utah started, I think, better than we did. They handled the Clippers when we got absolutely smashed by them. I would not be surprised. And I think we go to Utah, we just come out of an elevated city, we're going back to an elevated city. I don't think we turn around the 2-game losing streak just yet. I think we get a third one on the road at Utah. But then I think I'm hoping by this point, Jalen Green's back in, maybe the center rotation's a little more solidified. We're seeing more consistency from Mark Williams. And then going into the first NBA Cup game as well, I think the 2-game homestand, we picked them both up. So that would then take us to, 3-3 after 2 weeks.
Who said that? That's the face you make when climaxing.
Dylan.
I've made that climax in real life. You know that.
So, Nate, you're 2-1 this week.
Yeah.
And you're given a bit of this one.
You still got that on point. Oh. Good snapshot. Good capture.
I agree with you, Nate. I think 2-1 this week is where we sit. We drop one of the Jazz games. I'm hoping it's not the NBA Cup game. Yeah. I think that all that we have as Suns fans this year is the NBA Cup. So I just hope that they really have a go at those games as much as humanly possible. That's where I want to see full book Armani mode in the NBA Cup games. If the Lakers can hang a fucking fake banner, we can hang a fake banner. So that's what I want to see this year.
Hey, if this is going to be our norm, every 3 games we're going 1 and 2 this season. I want to see some fucking more technicals out of Brooks, and I want to see him reawaken the old Milwaukee Bucks, Grayson Allen, and I want to see them both teching the fuck up. Just get it. Get dirty.
Yeah,
actually, Grayson's really got soft since he became a dad.
Since he became a son.
Grayson had the fast break foul he gave away. I think it was in today's game. No, I against the Clippers. It was Kawhi, and he ran down, tried to strip him. He could have so fucking put Kawhi out for the season. I was so disappointed he didn't. Like, Grayson, come on, man.
Come on, Grayson.
Now. Come on, Grayson. Oh, look. Welcome
Justine's in the
welcome
chat.
to the chat. Our friend So Says Jay.
My guy.
We love
My
you.
guy.
All right.
Just-
Gentlemen, after seeing the first week, what is your prediction for the year? We'll start with, what do you think our record's going to be at the end of the year, Boyd?
82, baby. 80. It's 82 games, yeah. All right, cool.
80 and 2, bro.
80 and 2. Should have been 82, but it's 80 and 2.
It's the least confident I've ever seen Boyd.
No, we're fucking good, man. We all know what the real score is. We're going to be, I think we're a playoff team.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Nate, what's your prediction?
Look, let's look at last year. We finished with a 36-46 record, and we theoretically had a good team. I think it's a tough ask to expect better with what we've got now. I put my bet on with Ladbrokes. Ladbrokes had the Suns, they're over and under at 31.5 wins for the season. I took the overs, so I'll say 32 wins. But
You're a fuckhead, mate.
you look at where that sits in the West, and that would keep us out of the play-in. So I'm hoping, I'm optimistic that we still become a play-in team. But I think 32 is about as good as we can hope for. Things that could change that, like what happens later in the season. So if we look towards trade deadline where moves get made, because obviously we can't just sit put with this fucking roster. There needs to be other moves made. Players need to change.
Hey,
There's two things.
It doesn't need to be fucking anything. Here's the thing. What's the fucking... Hey, Justin's here now. Fucking, he's talking in our Twitter chat, right? Justin's fucking compadre. Paulie, Dervish as well. Let's go and get fucking Sabonis if he's cheap and he's available and gettable. Let's go get him. Let's trade. Man, we are fucking in this sort of soft rebuild with a couple of stars and a bunch of young fucking hungry defensive guys, but we can't go back on our hamster wheel, Paulie, is what I'm saying. And
there's
mate,
the Boyd I know.
If we go too hard trying to add pieces and we fucking got one potential fucking rookie or fucking sophomore or whatever, we are fucked because we are cursed, and that player will go off and be a fucking most improved player the following season wherever the cunt lands. That's how we're fucking treated when we go out and try and get shiny things.
So you don't think there's any chance that Nick Richards, Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal get shopped at the deadline or before?
Oh no, them like fucking Royce, yeah, why not?
This is what I'm saying. Depending on what kind of acquisition they're looking for, like let's say they still go again at Kuminga. Let's just say they try and put something together for that. Does that then, or whatever gets bought into a trade? Because we don't really have any picks to benefit from for tanking at the moment. So we either do we get an uptick in W's from an acquisition into the roster, or is it more centered around getting a first-round draft pick for next year and the team just completely fucking tanks, hoping that pick becomes more valuable?
This team does not tank because we haven't got our own picks and because the tanking that we do destroys our whole development of these guys and the fucking culture. If we fucking tank for a minute, it's not what this team's being built on right now. It's about our new identity.
I do agree with that.
It's the energy. So no, we don't trade any of our young guys unless it's for it's a move sideways into a different young guy with a bunch of potential that fits better. But
I do agree with you. Like going after Sabonis, no thanks. The last thing we need is another fucking center. Can't spread the floor and adds fucking zero value. Although he rebounds like a motherfucker, and over the first 3 weeks, our rebounding has sucked. Games.
When Ryan Dunn is your leading rebounder,
way better than what we got.
A 6'7" wing.
But what happens if we get Sabonis? We're fucking we're closer to being a playoff team. We're not going the extra mile. He's a player in his 30s, and he's a player that you get if you're out in a third round or second round exit.
If we're trading for a name out there that's going to impact the lineup. The only player I want us to take roll the dice and take a risk on is Zion.
Fair
It's
enough.
the only player.
He'd
If
be
we
nice
trade
to have
a
one healthy season, but I mean, we're saying the same shit about Mark Williams. So
yeah, but Mark Williams is different level to a Zion. If you look at it,
that's all.
yeah, well, definitely injury prone, and that's where the risk comes in, right? If you bought in a player like that, that's where the risk comes in. But he'd be the only player at that sort of level. Like Sabonis, I love Sabonis. He's a fantasy pick, and he's in most of my fantasy teams. But I just on the Suns, I don't get it. And Blaze, that's fine. You think that Zion would be horrible, but I think that Zion is made to play with a player like Book. I think they would fit absolutely
Mark Williams
perfectly.
and Zion exist together nicely in the Phoenix Suns front court. Beautifully.
New era Barkley.
He's young, and he's still got untapped potential, Zion. And he's just but he's similar to Mark Williams in the sense that he's just he's waiting on them healthy years before he really, really puts his stamp on the league. And if we can get him as a project,
I think you still get him cheap. I think you still get him cheap right now as it stands. So anyway,
but let's not get the fucking 33-year-old cunt who's just going to make us that little bit better and give up more of our fucking assets and more chest.
That's fair. All right. So, Nate, what was your win prediction?
He's got us at 80 wins. I've got us at 32. Where are you sitting?
32. All right. I'm sitting at no trades. Nothing else changes. Nothing else changes for the remainder of the year. Nothing else changes for the remainder of the year. No trades. Nothing else. 28 wins.
You faggot.
So you're taking the unders on Ladbrokes, which is probably the smarter bet.
This is not a good shooting team. We're not a good defensive team. We are really going and the reason being is that the West is so heavily weighted, and a large chunk of our games are against teams in the West. We are going to go through. We are going to go through some pain this year, Boyd. But
you can't hang with me. I'm fucking watching playoff games, cunt.
Boyd, let me finish.
28 wins, you can't.
Boyd, let me finish.
Unless you're shouting, then you're in.
Yeah. We're going to enjoy this year so much more because we will see some signs of life, especially from the younger guys.
28 wins,
shut the fuck up and listen. The 19-win season was more enjoyable than last season.
Yeah, true.
We're going to see some signs of life out of these younger guys. And that's going to be exciting for what we have forward. And if we remember, out of the 19 season, 3 seasons later, we were playing in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
We are creating a base right now for that next launch. So while this year will be frustrating, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to see 20-point losses. If we're going to drop games, it's got to be competitive. But I think, honestly, I think this is going to be a tough year for us all to watch. Yeah. But there's opportunities there.
Yeah, well, I think you're a horrible fan.
That's what we're going to take out of this season as fans. What we're going to take out of this season is what is going to come moving forward.
Fucking loser mentalities.
It's not loser mentality. I don't want to. I'm not going in. 28. I'm not going in to watch games hoping they lose, Boyd. I knew that we were going to lose to Denver today, but I still turned the fucking game on and watched every single second, hoping that we'd win it.
No, you're going in knowing that we're going to lose. That's a fucking shit place to be, man.
It's where our squad's at, man.
No, it's a shit place to be, and you're in it.
Where our squad's at?
Fucking much. It's nice over here. It's cozy over here. It's warm. Beautiful.
This could be a really good segue to beer with.
Because your heart's going to break more than mine. All right, season rank, Boyd. We're what did you say? 80-2 or 79-2 and 3?
Well, that equates to a 6 seed, right?
Yeah, 80-0. That'll get you in the 6th seed. Yeah.
No, we're in the top 8. Give me a
How?
Give me a 7.
So we're gonna go 80-2, but finish 7th.
Don't fucking dissect what
Make
I
it
say.
make it fucking line up, mate.
Don't make me accountable for what I say, mate. Don't fucking do it.
So you think we're gonna finish 7th and be a playing team?
Yeah.
Okay, Nate.
And then I'll be cursing the playing.
Look, I've predicted 32 wins with an optimistic hope that we can challenge for a playing position. If you look at where the West finished last year, the West would have to lose more games to the East in order for a 32-win team to reach the play-in. I would like to say 32 wins could get us to 11, but more likely 12 in the West. But the optimistic side of me says, hey, shoot for at least 10.
I think our best result is a 10. His 10th, Boyd, kindred soul here. Suns fever. Look at him, 4th seed in the West.
Suns
He's
fever.
all over it.
Got a fucking. He can get in
Maybe
my
4th
ass.
seed in the Pacific Division.
Fever.
I think that the fact of the matter is, I think our ceiling is 9 or 10, but I think our reality is bottom 3 in the West.
You've fucking been listening to Bill Simmons too much, and every other fucking
Fuck
national
Bill
pundit.
Simmons. Fuck Bill Simmons. But
No, I'm kind
Boyd,
of feeling
we've
a little
just
bit the
lost
same
back
way
to-
about both you cunts coming out of this pod.
Boyd, we've just lost back-to-back games by a fucking mountain.
Nah, don't fucking come over with that shit, man. We've got problems, right? Everyone has problems. We're sorting them out next fucking week,
See that?
bro. All right, you good with that?
If we go 3-0, my opinion next week might be different.
Thank you. All right, can't wait for
There
next
you go.
week.
If you like, I think I'll say 12th. If we go 3-0 next week. Boyd, who's going to be the MVP for the Phoenix Suns this year?
It'll be Devin Booker quite easily. Not if he keeps doing what he's fucking doing now. After he watches this, and he's back on track next week. I'm telling you, that's it. The fucking
You're
yellow
gonna
path
you're
road.
gonna claim it.
You're
You're
follow
gonna
it.
fucking claim it so hard too, aren't you?
Yeah. Fucking A. Why not?
Nate,
Booker, we're fucked. Yeah.
It better be
Right.
fucking Devin Booker. What the fuck does it say about this team if it's not Devin Booker? Fucking hell. That's the extent of my fucking gab on this.
yeah, no, I'm it has to be Book. If it's not Book, then then we could finish with another 19-win season. This one's more interesting. At the end of the season, Boyd, who's going to be the Marley Hustle Award winner?
I reckon it's going to end up being Brooks. I think just because he's just got that cunty side to him that Ryan Dunn hasn't. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Dunn or Brooks. But be it Brooks because he's going to have headlines about his cuntiness, and Dunn's going to do it in a quiet, mannered way.
Nate?
I think the 3 names that have popped up here, Brooks, Gillespie, and Dunn, will all be in the conversation, but I think Brooks will get it.
I am going to go with Colin Gillespie.
I love me some Colin. I love that you've come around on him, Gavin. It's fucking great. It's a real point guard.
I still don't think he's fucking Steve Nash.
He's fucking the closest thing we've seen in a while to Steve Nash. I'll tell you.
Not
It's the
even
only
fucking
point
close.
guard we've seen for a
Fucking
while.
been a long time since we've seen someone in a Steve Nash archetype. More so than that young man.
Well, Steve Nash is an advisor to the team now. Let's hope they're working one-on-one together.
That's right.
Let's hope so. So we don't have it teed up yet. We're waiting on Boyd because he's fucking useless and hasn't looked after us. But so Homer, tell me who you want to have a beer with, Boyd, and what type of beer?
Me, I'm having a fucking shandy with Jalen Green. And I'm saying, cunt, what
Why?
the fuck are you? Well, because he's got a new job when he gets back. I was of the impression that we we're just going to run point book all season. Now I think that this cunt needs to fucking do more of that shit. That's what I think. So I'm going to have a word with Jalen Green. I'm saying, hey, I don't care what fucking Ott said. All right, here's what I want you to do, and he'll fucking do it too, because we're gonna be a few shandies, and he's gonna fucking say, what you're saying tonight after all these shandies, Boyd, really makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'll be the point guard. Fucking C3,
And
CP me.
Who's paying for these shandies?
Jalen.
Yeah, I thought so.
Of course he would. He's going to offer, and I'll say, okay, only if you really want him, mate. And he's going to say, yeah, okay. Good bloke, boy.
Do you want to know what I hope? It's a non-alcoholic shandy.
He wouldn't do that to me because he's not a fuckhead.
Yes,
like
he would. Yes, he would. Nate.
I want to have a beer with Dan Marley. During the second quarter of the SAC broadcast, he was on with EJ and K-Ray doing commentary and giving his thoughts for a little bit. He was super high on the team. And my initial thought was I want to have a beer with him and say, why? He went on to talk about seeing a part of this team that is more competitive. They're competing and they're going to compete and play hard. He said he straight out said it's something the team just did not do last year. They did not compete. They did not play hard. And he was going on to say that he sees this team doing that this season. I wanted to have a beer with him to say, okay, you're not on air now. What do you really think? But then he went on air. He went on, was it the Wolf and Luke AZ Sports? He dialed in, gave a quick synopsis on there of his opinion as well. And he spoke about tenacity. And he said that he sees tenacity in this team. And what he went on to say that they could benefit by doing more picking up full court, but the best teams are players around their star that get into their role. They have defined roles and they own their role. And he later went on to talk about camaraderie as well. I think that was earlier during the Q2 interview, talking about the camaraderie he had with his 93 team. They were friends. They were a team on the court and off the court, and they actually enjoyed being around each other. So I think that was quite a lot to sort of hear in two different segments in and around that game from Dan Marley. So I thought go have a beer with him and unpack that a little more.
And
you know what he also said?
Maybe he'll give us some more free shit.
He basically said that all these cunts are pussies and they don't train enough, basically.
He did say that.
Yeah, pretty much. I loved it. I love seeing Dan.
My beer with this week is EJ. I love EJ. But EJ, can you please stop saying, if we can get it back to around 10 or 8, we've really got a chance to win every fucking game, boy.
Well, stop fucking digging ourselves holes in fucking the first half. And you won't have to.
Yeah, but everyone already knows it. Give us something else. And his other comment today, which should make him the flog of the week.
Just stop this segment
when Jamal Murray hit that half court shot, he said that shouldn't count for Jamal Murray. It should be a team basket because he normally wouldn't shoot it. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
No, I think that's around the new rule. Whereas if you take a hoist from, I don't want to hear you justifying this, boy. It was fucking leave EJ alone, and he might be saying it because it doesn't count negatively against his field goal percentage if he takes a fucking full court lob.
Well done, sir. Well done. Finish before he gets back on.
Shut your fucking head. All right, Boyd. I've got a really important question for you.
Fuck that guy.
Who made you sit back this week and go, you know what? Fuck that guy.
Aside from you two, just fucking now, with all your fucking predictions, you fuckhead fucking, you go support the new fucking Las Vegas team when it.
Nate.
I love this show.
Are you going to behave yourself, Boyd?
I'll give it a book for being a pussy. Fucking girl's dick.
Thanks, Nancy.
Nancy Kerrigan, look at him over there with his fucking crowbar. Yeah, seriously, book.
Yeah, give it to him.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah, he wants an 80-0 season. He wants to finish minimum of fourth in the West with 80 wins.
Fucking hey.
You're gonna slag on Book, but he's gonna be our MVP.
Yeah, fucking hey. I can't wait for the D Book 2s for our fucking superstar who doesn't do superstar things. Woo! Fuck you, Booker, mate.
Nate, who made you sit back this week and go, you know what? Fuck that guy.
You know what? Fuck that guy.
I was coming on here just thinking about James Harden and him and Dylan Brooks back and forth in the Clippers game. But while we were potting, one of my mates, Josh Spark, and this is the closest he's going to get to a shout out, is now copying my flog of the week. Fuck that guy. Josh is one of my mates here in Singapore. He's moved back to Melbourne, and he's just voice messaged me this while we were potting. Let's see if you can actually listen to this dribble.
I got a hot take for Suns fans. I think the fucking Lakers could turn your disaster number one pick into a fucking asset again.
So if you didn't catch that, he said the Lakers, hot take from him, the Lakers could sort of turn our disastrous number one pick back into an asset. Well, to that, all I can say, Josh, is fuck you. You're that guy.
The Lakers in a number one pick. How are they? What's this Lakers number one pick shit?
He's talking about DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton. And DeAndre Ayton's been fucking garbage.
You mate.
Well, anyway, I think Josh just wanted a shout out on the pod, so that's the way I'm going to give it to him.
Josh sounds fucking hot as fuck. He sounds like that guy when I was much younger that offered me a blowjob on the way home from the bungalow. Bungalow's a local nightclub. You remember that one, Nate?
No, I don't.
Okay. So, Josh, yeah, fucking hit us up when you're in Brizzy.
Mate, I worked at the beat. I never have to leave the club.
The beat, yeah, makes sense.
I cannot believe that he thinks that DeAndre Ayton's a fucking asset.
Thinks the Lakers, hot take, the Lakers could be the team to turn him back into an asset.
Fucking hell, he's absolute hot garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute hot
I'll have to tell him, make sure you listen back to this pod if he hasn't been listening the whole time. Just so we can see what
he should listen back because Josh, I know you're mates with Nate, but you're a fucking moron.
All right. How about you, Gav?
There you go. This week, I'm still. I've got nothing. Like honestly, I've got nothing.
You don't want to take the hot steamy shit on Book as well?
No. I'm not with Boyd on kneecapping Book. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say who made me sit back and say fuck that guy this week was Dylan Brooks. Stop fucking shooting at the end of the clock. Pass the fucking ball. You are no good. You can't fucking shoot a step back three.
You're fucking attacking the low.
Pass the ball,
Gavin. Hey, we'd have fucking 30 shot clock violations if he didn't. So fuck.
He could pass the ball to someone who can actually hit a fucking shot at the end of the clock.
Well, it's been fun.
I don't like Boyd anymore. I'm going to kick him out again.
That's the end of the episode anyway. So
it's been a pleasure to get back on with you guys, and we're going every Sunday. We're back, right?
Sure.
You guys are good for Sundays, yeah? Boyd,
good to or not?
Yeah. Got.
Yeah, I've been invaded. The Citadel has been invaded.
The Citadel.
The Citadel.
Jesus.
The Citadel. The Citadel.
Love it.
Been stormed.
Every Sunday, people, we're back. We're going to become more consistent again. We're coming back. Everything's calmed down for all three of us, I think, now. So we will be more aligned. We'll get some special guests back on. I'm sure that this is all going to roll out perfectly from here on in. I'm almost certain of it.
Especially with our predictions.
Yeah.
Super positive week after week.
Boyd was super positive. He was the least convinced I've ever seen him today, but he's super positive.
This is great. I love
Boyd.
Basketball.
Last comments. Where do we find you?
Find me at Buds83 on the Twitter, at Aussie Suns Fans on the Instagrams, at Fucko on a mystery platform. If you like pictures of feet and other stuff, come find me there, guys. And that's about it. That's about all I do.
Pictures of feet.
He's a particularly weird fellow. You know where you can find me? Right fucking here. Every week now. Boom. Fuck yeah. And at Nicky's Falcon on the social.
At Aussie Suns Fans on Twitter, at Aussie Suns Fans on YouTube. Follow Boyd at Aussie Suns Fans on the Instagrams.
It's catchy, right? It's fucking catchy, Gavin. Only got you there.
It's where he posts pictures of his feet, apparently.
On the mystery platform.
And, of course, on a mystery platform at Aussie Suns Fans or at Fucko or who knows? Who knows with Boyd? I'm pretty sure the mystery platform's OnlyFans.
Show us your skinhead.
Show us your what?
Your skinhead. I haven't seen that dome on this podcast before. Fucking hell. Look at that peanut.
Fuck, I look good. You know it. Follow, like, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Help us out. We'd appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for jumping on and in the chat and all that sort of stuff. If you're listening back later on Spotify, John Voider, thanks for going out and hanging out with somebody else tonight. But ultimately, you know that when the Aussie Suns fans get together and we follow our Phoenix Suns, we're not here to fuck spiders. Nope. See you next week.
Suns. Pierre Cardin. Suns.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the valley, it ain't nothing but a